Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nur Fatia binti Ahmad, matric number 280286. First of all, I will explain about the analysis of the internal and external factors that affecting the ANZ Bank New Zealand performance. Then, ANZ Bank New Zealand was established in 1835 and is based in Melbourne, Australia. Besides, ANZ is one of the big four banks in New Zealand, along with ASB Bank, BNZ and Westpac. The problem that facing by ANZ Bank is the potential impact of credit risk on ANZ banks and the broader financial problem. If ANZ Bank fails to effectively manage its credit risk, it could be face financial loss and instability. Thus, the objective of the research are to determine whether the internal, external and both factors of it will be affecting the credit risk of the ANZ Bank. Well, the research question that has been derived in which there are any relationship between internal and external factors, and is there any positive or negative relationship between both factors with credit risk of the ANZ Bank. For the literature review part, there are certain variables that I have been used in this research paper that are based on past studies and ANZ Bank annual reports between 2017 to 2021. In addition, I also attempted to combine certain variables together to see what relationship they might have that could lead in drawing a more accurate conclusion. Credit risk management is critical for the successful and efficient functioning of banks, financial institutions, and even other business. Based on Marcus Hatridge's 2014, in order to comply with regulatory capital requirements while managing fixed income portfolios, it is crucial to monitor and analyze liquidity risk and how it interacts with the credit risk. Then, Jensen 1986 and Stubbs 1990 emphasized the negative correlation between debt and investment because leverage could be used as a control mechanism to prevent managers from investing excessively in risky projects. Furthermore, according to the asymmetric information theories, higher interest rates have a tendency to worsen the issue of adverse selection in the context of credit relationship, and that will lead to the likelihood of having a negative project outcome. The methodology part. The study involves a bank in New Zealand, the ANZ Bank. Its annual report and the New Zealand macroeconomic data over 5 years, 2017 until 2021. The dependent variable used in the study is credit risk, parallel to the purpose of this study, in which to identify factors affecting the credit risk of the firm. While the independent variables are classified into three models, which are impact of the internal, external, and both factors on credit risk. So, this is the framework that I use in the study. There are three independent variables that are related with dependent variables, which is credit risk. The tools that I have been used in derive the three models is IBM SPSS statistics software. From the software, we can see the outcomes such as descriptive statistic, Pearson correlation, p-value test, model summary, and ANOVA that's stated in chapter 4 in this study. For the descriptive statistic, model 3 summary is based on the dependent variable with both the internal and external factors as a predictor. The adjusted R-square is 0.762, which result from three different predictors, which are exchange rate, debt to asset ratio, and regulatory capital. These factors are accounted for 76.2% of the variance in credit risk. Then, as for the correlation, the most significant variable is between ROA and ROE, which 0.998. This shows that ROA and ROE have a strong positive correlation compared to other variables. Non-significant variables in the study is debt to equity ratio, since that correlation only stated that negative 0.054. Not only that, model 1 ANOVA is significant with the p-value since its sig value is 0.632 better than other. The predictors, which are regulatory capital, return on asset, and liquidity. While model 3 summary is the most powerful compared to other based on the dependent variable with both factors as a predictor. The adjusted R-square is 0.762. Therefore, from model 1 ANOVA, this study has shown that regulatory capital, return on asset, and liquidity are not significant influence to the credit risk with the p-value greater than 0.05. In conclusion, for the Pearson R correlation, credit risk and equity multiplier have a medium positive correlation coefficient in which 0.613. This suggests that there is a tendency for changes in credit risk to be accompanied with the similar changes in the equity market. But the relationship is not extremely strong. The remaining elements in the tables are only irregularly connected with credit risk, if at all. This means that these variables are less important in determining the likelihood of the default. Moreover, from model 1 ANOVA, this study has shown that regulatory capital, return on asset, and liquidity are not significant influence to credit risk, with the p-value greater than 0.05. In this context, when regulatory capital, return on asset, and liquidity are deemed insignificant, it means that the variation in these variables do not have a meaningful impact on credit risk, at least within the specific model and dataset used in the analysis.